Alright, using a program called CorelDRAW, you're going to design something to add to the back of your wall shelf. So log on to one of the computers and type in the search here, C-O-R-E-L. That's going to pull up CorelDRAW. It takes a couple seconds till it opens up. It's going to ask you some things, a couple other screens you can actually just cancel out of here. Screen will pop up here about registering or something. Just cancel that out. Program's going to open up. There may be an intro video on how to use the program. Again, you can cancel that out. Since I've already opened this up a few times, that video kind of pops up here. There's a little skip intro button down here in the lower right hand corner. So what you need to do to set this program up is follow these directions. If you use the wrong steps to set this up, it will not work. So first thing I'm going to do is start a new document. There might be a link for you here, or you could say File New. Either way it should work. This screen's going to come up. Save it as your last name _ back. That's going to let us know when you go to transfer this to our laser what it's going to actually look like. Now, the image that we're going to put onto the laser needs to fit onto our back, so we have to lay out our page size to make that work. Our laser is actually 24 inches wide, so we're going to type in 24 and 12 tall. And then we need to make sure, please don't hit OK until you make sure that this primary color mode is RGB. If you left it as CMYK, we're basically wasting our time here. So make sure that it says RGB. Hit OK. You're going to notice our page size is now the size of our laser. Alright, so you can come up with a lot of different things that you're going to add to the back of your project. It's really up to you and what you want to do. A lot of times people put their name there, favorite sports team, whatever. So I'll give you a couple examples of how we would do that. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to align our corner here with 0, 0. You might notice that the ruler over here says 12 instead of 0. So what I can do is I can actually click right here, and I can drag it down, and I'm going to line that up, and then I'm going to let go. And when I let go, excuse me, the 0, 0 is not lined up here in the corner. Okay. The board that we're lasering on, we want to kind of know what our footprint is on this page, so we're going to do some layout lines as well for that. So I'm going to click on this top scale and drag down, and then just let go. And I want this line to reference the height of this board. So what I'm going to do is type in here a -3.5, because that's how wide our board is. And then I'm going to grab the vertical scale and drag out. And I'm going to type in the length here, and we know that the length of that is 21.5. So in this space here, that's the amount of space that we have to work with. Another thing I like to do is put a center line in here, so I kind of know where the center is when I'm lining up text and things. So what I can do is just drag it out, let go. You can either do the math in your head for 21.5 divided by 2, or let it do it for you. So I type in 21.5 divided by 2, and it automatically does the math for me. So that lets me know left or right what my center is. Okay, so let's say I'm just going to do text. Lower left-hand corner, I can grab my text tool. Switches to an A, and this part's pretty important here. Do not draw a text box. Just click, and you'll see that the little cursor appears, and just start typing. So let's say that mine says Mr. Sanders. Right now that's a little small, so I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to increase the size. So, I don't know, let's see here. 100 font, that looks good. I can change the type because, let's see, I like that a little bit better. Okay. Now, notice my cursor, the thing that's moving around right now, is an A. It's my text tool. What I need to do is switch back to my arrow, which is upper left-hand corner here. And then I'm going to grab that X that's in the center. And for me, I want my name to be perfectly centered. So I'm going to drop that X right on that center line that I had there. So now my name is perfectly centered left to right. And I could adjust it up or down depending on what it is. Keep in mind this bottom little section here all the way across is routed. So about 3/8 of that you actually can't have an image there, or it's going to cut into that routed edge, and it's not what you want to do. If I want a picture, what I can do is I can just go out to, let's say here, Google, and I don't know, find a picture of maybe the Eagles. Now what's going to work well is when you grab your images, what I like to do is I use my tools and I choose a black and white image. So I'm just going to choose black and white. This is going to work a lot better for our laser. Something like this is not going to show up too well. Something like this you're not going to see as well. But these eagles that have the just the image here that are a little bit simpler, those are going to be what we want. Yeah, this one right here, not so much. So let's say I choose this one. Should be able just to copy that, and then I can go ahead and paste that right in here. And then I can place that wherever I'd like. I can use this tool up top here. I can flip it left and right if I wanted to for whatever reason. You can increase or decrease the size of it, but essentially I need to get that placed wherever I want it. And let's say I want actually 2 of these, so I copy paste it again, and I've now got 2 eagles on both sides of my name. Okay. Keep in mind when you do this, you don't want to leave the image like over the edge here, because that's not going to line up well. We want to make sure there's a nice border around it so that it actually is centered. Okay. So come up with something that's nice, something you'll be proud of. Make sure you do save it. If you don't have a flash drive, save it to the desktop. Just keep in mind that you'll have to use that same desktop again. You can always upload this to your Google Drive as well. Just make sure you have a place to save it so that when we check this out on Monday, you'll actually have this located there. Okay? So I know I went quick here, but that's why we did a video, so you can go back and review it. Use each other to help you out as far as learning how to use this program. And keep in mind, it's not a bad idea to do multiple different versions. So you could save a couple of different files just to see which one ends up looking good. Okay? And again, there's examples up front and some of the examples of the things that I've lasered in the past. So come up with some good ideas and do a good job with it.